Question number 21, page 299. The antiderivative of root x plus 1 upon root x equal to, means इसका antiderivative find करना है. That means we have to find out the antiderivative of this. That means we have to integrate this function, right? So integration root x plus 1 upon root x dx, right, is equal to integration. This is your standard formula now. So root x dx plus this is x raised to 1 upon x raised to half. If we take in numerator, it becomes minus 1 upon 2 dx. So answer of this is 2 by 3 x raised to 3 by 2, right, plus this is x raised to minus half plus 1, minus half plus 1. So 1 minus half is half. So 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 2, that is 2, and plus c. That is your answer. So now find out correct answer. 2 by 3 coefficient. So 2 by 3 is here. X raised to 3 by 2 is here. This. So this is the correct answer because your power is 2 by 3. So no need to go for that. And also here is 1 upon 2 and here we get 2. Right? So option C is your correct answer. So option C is your answer. Got it? Question number 22. If d dx of fx is equal to 4x cubed minus 3x raised to 4. So what is given here? d dx of fx is equal to 4x cubed minus 3 upon x raised to 4 given. Now recall करते हैं कुछ जो हमने सीखा है, right? What we learn. So recalling them is d dx of 5x plus c is equal to fx, right? Then integration fx dx is equal to 5x plus c. Integration fx dx is 5x plus c. That means if we integrate this, integration dx is equal to integration dx. So integration fx dx is equal to 5x, means as you know, integration and differentiation are reverse process of each other, right? Means while they are both together, then they vanish, means remaining is the function phi x, right? So phi x plus c, that is the answer. So remember one thing, while it is given in question like this and you have to find out fx and derivative is given, then you have to integrate, right? In derivative function is given, then you have to integrate that function, and function is given in integration, then differentiate that function, you will get your fx. तो यहाँ पे क्या है, d dx of fx दिया है, एक बार और समझ लीजिए, right? d dx of fx दिया है और मुझे fx चाहिए. Sometimes this can be written as the like this: if f dash x is equal to 4x cubed minus 3 upon x raised to 4. ऐसा भी देते हैं एग्जाम में. Same one and same thing. This is d dx of fx and this. So while derivative is there and you want fx, you have to integrate that function. And while integration is there and you want the answer of fx, then you have to differentiate that function because differentiation and derivative are reverse process, right? So here it is given d dx of fx and we want then f2, then fx is equal to what? The question is fx, हमें fx चाहिए, तो fx चाहिए यहाँ से दूर होना चाहिए d dx. So how we get that is integrating both sides. So if we integrate this, so this d by dx of fx with respect to x we are differentiating. So this is integration 4x cubed minus 3 by x raised to 4 dx. Got it? Any problem? Got it? Huh? Now this is when is, so because as they are reverse process of each other, so answer will be fx. This is symbol for integration, this is symbol for integration, that is this is function. In function there is a derivative, so they will vanish because they are reverse process of each other. right? So fx is, now you have to integrate this. So this is equal to 4 times integration x cube dx minus 3 times integration x raised to minus 4 dx. Got it? Because this is 1 upon x raised to 4. No formula for 1 upon x raised to 4. So we are writing x raised to minus 4. Right? Now applying x raised to n formula, that is our standard formula. So what we get here? 4 times, this is x raised to 4 by 4 minus 3 times, this is x raised to minus 4 plus 1, that is minus 3, minus 4 plus 1, that is minus 3. So minus 3 upon minus 3 and plus c, right? So this 4 will cut, answer will be x raised to 4. This is 3 will cut, and minus minus plus, so plus x raised to minus 3 plus c. Say result number 1. Now what is given? But f2 is equal to 0. So I am writing here, but f2 is equal to 0. That means you have to substitute x equal to 2. So x is equal to here. This is your fx, right? So substituting x is equal to 2 here, 2 raised to 4, right? So this is 2 raised to 4 plus 2 raised to minus 3 and plus c is equal to 0. 2 raised to 4 is 16. So this is 16 plus 2 raised to minus 3, that is 1 upon 2 raised to 3, and 2 raised to 3 is 8. So this is 1 upon 8 plus c is equal to 0. So this is 16, 8 is 128 plus 1, because 10 into 8, 80, and 8 is 6 is 48. 80 plus 48, 128 plus 1, 129. So c is minus 129 divided by 8. C is minus 129 divided by 8. So substituting value of c in equation number 1. So from 1, what we get? From 1, your function will be x raised to 4 plus 1 upon x cube minus 129 divided by 8. This is your answer. So this match with minus 129 is given in 2 options. So which one is your correct one? This is x raised to 4. So x raised to 4, 1 upon x cube. So option A is correct one, because here is x raised to 3 and 1 upon x raised to 4. So that is not possible. So option A is your correct answer, right? So remember this thing. If function is given in differentiation, either ddx of this fx form or either f dash x, and you want fx, then you have to integrate. And function is given in integration and you want fx, then you have to differentiate that function, because they are reverse process of each other. Okay? Now, method of integration. We have 3 types of method for integration, right? First is integration by substitution, that we are going to learn just now. Then integration using partial fraction, right? That we will learn later on. And last one is integration by parts. And in this method, we are going to integrate u into v form. So multiplication is integrated in this method, integration by parts, right? जब तक ये हम नहीं सीखेंगे इंटीग्रेशन बाय पार्ट्स, तब तक इंटीग्रेशन आप डिफरेंट u into v फॉर्म का जो मल्टीप्लिकेशन में इसका आप नहीं कर सकते, राइट? तो फर्स्ट इंटीग्रेशन बाय सब्स्टिट्यूशन मेथड. So this is a very important method for integration, right? Using this method, we can integrate a given function very easily, right? So this is very useful method for integrating, right? Now let G close equal alpha beta to R and is a continuous on alpha beta and differentiable on open interval alpha beta. Let us assume that G dash t, the derivative of G function G, that is G dash t, is also continuous on alpha beta open interval, right? And G dash t is not equal to 0 for all t belongs to alpha beta. Then if range of G is subset of closed interval AB, right, and also f AB to R is continuous function. I forget to write R here. AB to R is a continuous function. Then, right, no need to remember this everything and this also. जस्ट आई एम शोइंग यू, मैं आपको बता रहा हूं कि कैसे ही कुछ होता है, अदरवाइज वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू यूज एनी सिंगल स्टेप ऑफ दिस मेथड while we are solving the questions. Okay, इसमें से कुछ भी हम यूज नहीं करेंगे, बस सब्स्टिट्यूशन लेना है कैसे है वो भी मैं आपको सिखाऊंगा, मगर ये थियोरेटिकल कंसेप्ट है वो थोड़ा दिखा देता हूँ, राइट? सो नो टेंशन. ओके, सो टेकिंग x इज इक्वल gt, हमें एज्यूम किया है कि we assume that x is equal to gt, and you know while you are taking assumption you have to differentiate that function. So dx by dt with respect to t, because x is a function of t, so differentiating this function with respect to t, dx by dt is equal to g dash t. And if we write only difference of the x, differential of x, then dx is equal to g dash t dt, and substituting this everything in I, that is integration of x dx, f x we assume gt and dx is g dash t dt. So this is the method of substitution, right? For this method we need some formulas, so I'm going to give you some formulas for this also. Okay, so these are some important formula that we have to apply, right? So first is fx raised to n into f dash x dx, right? So function and its derivative are there, right? फंक्शन इज एनी पावर, फंक्शन को कोई भी पावर होगा तो चलेगा, मगर उसका डेरिवेटिव साथ में होना चाहिए मल्टीप्लिकेशन में. देन आंसर इज सेम एज x रेज़ टू n फॉर्मूला, fx रेज़ टू 1 पावर मोर अपॉन n प्लस 1, सेम एज x रेज़ टू n, राइट? सो फॉर एग्जांपल सपोज आपको इंटीग्रेशन ऐसा कुछ दिया है, इंटीग्रेशन sin square x into cos x dx. As you know, we can't integrate this multiplication form, but we apply this form, right? See, sin x is your fx and derivative of sin x is cos x. So if we take sin x is fx, so this is called the assumption rule. So we assume that, so this is a method of substitution. We are substituting sin x is equal to t, right? If we assume sin x is equal to t, then derivative of sin x is cos x. Then there is a question for you, सर cos x का डेरिवेटिव भी sin x होता है मगर माइनस होता है, मगर इसको एज्यूम करें तो ये sin स्क्वायर है, हमें sin ही चाहिए, we want only sin, but there is a here is sin square, so we can't assume, right? So fx जो है इसका पावर n होना चाहिए, इसका कोई भी पावर हो चलेगा, मगर जो इसका डेरिवेटिव हो वो सिंपल डेरिवेटिव होना चाहिए. So this is fx into f dash x, so this is your fx and this is f dash x. So what is the answer? 1 power of fx more, that is sin cube by 3, that is sin cube x by 3 plus c. And if we assume that let sin x is equal to t, so let sin x is equal to t, then differentiating this cos x dx is equal to dt, because we are differentiating with respect to t, so we have to multiply by dx by dt, same as we did here. So dx is equal to, if x is equal to gt, then dx is equal to g dash t dt, because we are differentiating this function with respect to t. So sin x derivative cos x upon into dx by dt is equal to 1. But similarly, like this, we are writing directly dx is equal to derivative into dt. So derivative into dt is this, right? So cos x dx, now this becomes, this cos x dx becomes dt. So what is your integration now? Integration. Now sin is t, so this is t square, and this cos x dx is your dt. And now apply your formula, you will get your answer. So this is t cube by 3 plus c. And what is t? T is sin x, so sin cube x by 3 plus c. So this is the way to integrate the function by substituting method. Either if you don't want to substitute, you can apply this method also, that derivative and function both are together in multiplication. In multiplication, then you have to apply fx raised to n into f dash x. Fx raised to n into f dash x is equal to fx raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. Now another formula, f dash x upon fx, right? Suppose then answer is log mod fx, that you know. Suppose you are given integration twice x upon x square plus 1 dx. मैंने आपको बताया था u upon v, नो फॉर्मूला फॉर u upon v। सब क्या करें, तो इंटीग्रेशन में भी डिफरेंशिएशन की तरह ही एज सेम एज वी डिड इन डिफरेंशिएशन, फर्स्ट चेक which standard formula is applicable, not a single standard formula is applicable, so what to do, then go for, listen carefully, then go for check is derivative of the denominator is in numerator, yes, x square derivative twice x, then apply this formula, derivative of the denominator is in numerator, this is fx, then this is f dash x, then answer of this is log of modulus of denominator, log of fx. So what is the answer of this? So derivative of the denominator is in numerator, so answer is log of modulus x square plus 1 plus c. And same formula this, if derivative of the denominator is in numerator but denominator is in root, then answer is 2 root fx. So similarly, suppose I put here a square root sign, then answer is 2 root fx is x square plus 1, right? So see, one sign change total answer. If I put square root here, then answer is this. Got it? So derivative of the denominator is in numerator, answer is log mod fx. If denominator is in square root, then answer is 2 root fx. Answer is 2 root fx, right? Now 10x. अभी तक ये फॉर्मूला नहीं आई थी, tan cos cosec की, sec square cosec square क्या किया, right? So 10x, how to remember? Nothing to do. Tan is sin upon cos, I am writing here, right? Tan is sin upon cos. Derivative of denominator is in numerator, yes. Cos derivative minus sign, but it is plus, so this is minus and this is minus. Then answer is minus log mod cos x. Minus log mod cos x. Apply this formula. Minus log mod cos x. But so this is your log sec x also. Yes. This is minus comes to here. Then this becomes 1 upon cos x. Applying log rule. And 1 upon cos is sec. So remember anyone? So be careful for MCQ. In MCQ, they are not going to give you simple answer. They are giving this complicated answer. So remember both formula. Right? So मैंने आपको आगे भी बोला था, राइट, जो कुछ आगे चैप्टर सीखे इसमें बोला कि कभी भी एमसीक्यू में नन ऑफ दिस ऑप्शन जो है वो टिक मार्क मत कीजिए एट फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट, चेक ऑल पॉसिबिलिटीज फॉर आंसर एंड नॉट अ सिंगल आंसर इज satisfied, then go for none of these, otherwise this make a problem, because you get this answer and there is this answer and none of this also, so you are going for this that is not there, then you are making mistake, right? This is the correct answer, right? So in integration it's a very very important thing to apply proper formula for MCQ. So check which formula is applied and what is the answer, possible answer, right? जो possible answer है वो सब check करना है. Now cot x same thing, cos upon sin, cot means cos upon sin, derivative sin x cos x, so log mod sin x, there is only one answer, right? Now cosec x, you have to remember this. If you want to prove this, then you can do this. Cosec x dx is, right, 1 upon sin and divide and multiply, then you can get the answer log cos x minus cot, because cos x square minus cot square is 1, that's why, right? So cos x, there is a 2 formula also, log cos x minus cot x plus c and log tan x by 2 plus c. Similarly sec x, log mod sec x plus tan x and log mod tan pi by 4 plus x by 2, right? So from next lecture we are going to solve the question, right? How to apply this method of substitution, right? और आप देखेंगे कि कैसे हम इजीली कर सकते हैं. जैसे यहाँ मैंने बताया कि जो डायरेक्ट हम फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करेंगे ये फर्स्ट वाली, तो आंसर आ जाता है, और आपको सब्स्टिट्यूशन करना तो भी आप इजीली कर सकते हो. अगर इफ your concepts are clear, then you can apply for this formula instead of assuming or substituting this method. Okay.